Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dragon, and I've literally thought of like 4 different ideas for a video I could make, and they all just sucked. Like, they were just terrible. I'm not really feeling it today, the whole skit thing. I haven't been making videos in a little while. I'm kind of off my roll. I mean, my videos are stupid, but like, they're fun. I enjoy what I make. I don't really like to put out stuff that I don't have fun making, and I just wasn't really feeling it today. So I was kind of thinking I started doing some vlog shit, and it was stupid. And then I looked down on the screen and I saw the Discount Tire shirt, and I got an idea for a video. I will tell the story of how I got a scar from Discount Tire. So you guys can barely see it. It's literally like that line right there, and there's a little bump there. So that's my scar. It's really not that bad now. But yeah, anyways, it's not that bad now, but it was pretty bad when I first got it. And I'm kind of tired of telling this story. I'm not tired of telling the story. It's a pretty funny story, but it's a sort of like complicated story to just tell in passing. I have to explain a bunch of background details. Anyways, so when I worked at Discount Tire, I worked there for about 10 months. I quit actually so I could enjoy my senior year and just, kind of live. I mean, I live at home, but live off my savings until I leave for boot camp, and which turned out to be a pretty good decision. I have a lot more time for stuff at school, and it was a good job. I loved that job for the most part. It was pretty good money, and like I had this asshole assistant manager. Anyways, yeah, he kind of made the job hell, but I had friends there, like guys, Tristan, Kyle, Brandon, Katie, people, they were cool, and they made the job really fun, Shout out Zach as well. I still talk to Zach, so what's up, man? But anyways, so I was working one day. There was literally 4 of us in the shop. My old manager was pretty shit at scheduling, and I had 2 managers there. The first one was dope, and the second one, who was there for like 8 months of my time, he was a nice guy, but he doesn't work at that store as far as I know. I don't know where he went. I think he got moved to another store. Whatever. So anyways, I was working on this. It was a Chevy Tahoe. It was not a GMC Yukon. I get them confused because the Chevy Tahoes are really fancy now. So it's like a GMC Yukon. They're like the same freaking... I mean, they've always been the same car, but the GMC was always a little bit fancier. But now the Chevy is just really fancy. So there's no point in buying the GMC or the Cadillac. But whatever. So it was a Chevy Tahoe, very fancy one. And I was, taking off the right rear tire. It was a flat repair, so I was going to take the tire off, and it was just pissing me off as it was, because it had electric automatic running boards. So when you open the door, so you couldn't lift it up with the machine lift. So that was something that there was multiple assistant managers. One of the assistant managers, Zach, not the Zach I previously mentioned, but he's cool too though. Zach, he got mad. He was like, "You can't do that. It's the electronic running boards." And I was like, okay, off, Zach, I was pissed off. And so I think we had to jack it up manually. I can't remember exactly. We worked it out. Anyways, so I got the car, we got the truck up, and I took off the wheel, and I was rolling it over to the thing, let the air out, and
put it up to the machine, break the back bead, you put it up on a changer.
And we have this vanadium. It's called like a vanadium bar, and it's this metal bar that you stick in the tire, and you like flip it over.
You kind of take the top bead over, and you spin the machine, so that takes the top part of the tire off. And then you lift the tire up, and you stick it in, and you take the bottom part of the
tire off. And that's how you take the tire completely off. I'll probably put a video of how you do that just now. And then I'll put a picture of the bar as well, specifically. So it was a pretty hefty bar. It was a light bar. It wasn't heavy by any means, but it can do some damage. My coworkers and my assistant managers and everything would tell stories of people they've seen getting hit in the mouth and they just knock out all their teeth and stuff, and it's really bad. It can do a lot of damage if you're pushing down on the tire and it flips up and hits you. It hurts. And I've actually like had it kind of slip before and fly, and luckily it hit nobody. But you kind of see where this story is going now. So I was taking the bar, and this was a 22-inch rims, right, and low-profile tires. The tires were probably this tall on an off-road. I mean, these low-profile tires suck. If you don't know what low-profile tires are,
They're kind of like, normal tires are just like the rim, and then the tires, pretty thick, and then that gives it a good ride comfort. Well, low-profile tires are just a lot skinnier, and that gives it a lot better control because the tire doesn't squish as much when it hits the road. So it gives you better control. So it's good for performance, not so much for comfort.
not to get all technical, but anyways, this had low-profile tires because it's a pretty fancy vehicle. And so I'm working on this, I'm taking it off, and in the bar, I had brand new gloves on, so they're pretty slippery. And I was pushing the bar down from the bottom part, which is where there's the most tension. When you do the top, it's really not that much tension from the bottom. And so I was going to push it down, and it actually came up, slipped out of my hand here, and came up and just whacked me right in the forehead. And there was no, it didn't knock me out. It didn't give me any stars or anything. It was just a boom, and where you kind of close your eyes and kind of, the impact, your instincts take over. And just, I was like, holy crap. My first thing, I just looked, I was like, did anybody see that? No, nobody saw it. Cool. So then I was like, all right, I'm gonna play it cool. Nothing happened, right? So I go to pick up the bar, and then I'm like, damn, I'll check my forehead. It feels hot. So I lift up my hat, and I take my glove, and I wipe my forehead, and I look at my hand, and blood and skin was all over my glove. And I was like, yeah, I can't play this cool. So I look over at Zach, the assistant manager, Zach, and I'm just like, Zach, hey, I call his attention. And he goes, what's up? And I'm like, and I didn't even know what to say. I just said, how does it look? And I pointed to it, and he said, holy shit, what'd you do? And he was freaking out, and he's like, oh my God. And he's like, all right, let's get you a Band-Aid, blah, 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 and shit. And he goes and gets Eric. Eric's like, what? He's freaking out, and I'm like, it's not that bad. I literally was like, it's not that bad. And he's like, he's all pissed, and, because we had to file an incident report. So he takes me to the office, and we're talking to people for an hour, and finally we call my dad and let him know what happened, and he comes and picks me up. We leave my car there. They don't want me driving home, even though I'm fine, just as a safety precaution. And that was a Friday. I think that was a Friday. And the next day was Saturday, and I went into work at 7:30 in the morning. I got dropped off, so not bad. I was doing all right. I just had a bandage, little butterfly bandage to hold it tight, and I didn't need any stitches. So, but yeah, it was pretty big. It was about a quarter of an inch cut there. It was pretty good. But yeah, it was fun. So, yes. So if you guys want me to tell more scar stories, I have 2, but they're decently interesting. Just let me know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for sticking by with the boring video. I know this, I'm gonna probably put some music over it because this is super boring. I am so sorry, but I just needed to kind of get that story out there because it's pretty funny. I love to laugh about it. It was so stupid what happened, and yeah. So thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.